only thing you need to look for is Big
Right
Z
there.
Country. There's two channels.
We
We got a
could-
YouTube channel that's for Red Peach ESPN, a YouTube channel for Big Z
Yeah.
Country.
So we could have just hit that right there.
And you're up.
It would have said it was hot dog.
Girls down there.
Yeah, but it didn't
But
matter.
that- but
The
that's-
first thing
so-
is Red Peach.
And what'll happen is when you click on it to start, it'll open up a window that it'll say Uncle Earl's as the title, and you can highlight and change that.
But it would have streamed okay. It
But
just would have had that
stream
time.
would be
Yeah.
I could have changed that title and been done with it.
Thank you.
No problem.
While there's multiple strikers. Lake Darbone, the water's high and stained, but the crop has started to move in to the banks.
Alan was telling me the other day they rented a houseboat for 7 days, and we had like a jacuzzi on top, and it had like
Let's do something in July.
Bass
I got
are
yeah,
improved.
we usually have a big huge 4th of July
In the
party, but
grass,
let's
in the
just go do
sleep, on
something.
jigs and
We haven't
spinners.
cleared
I live at the
The brim
beach.
have not yet
I do live
started,
at the beach.
but lots
Oh, yeah,
of
you do.
catfish are being caught at night on night crawlers and coal worms.
We'll go.
I've only been to the
River-
beach twice in my life.
River's high and rising with lots of current. Nobody is fishing this week. Shinny Lake, brim
I'm
fishing is
serious.
fair.
I went once when I was
We're
14.
improving on shallows and jigs.
Once when I was
Bass the
14.
best on crank.
Oh, need some love,
Southern
man.
Outdoors fishing.
I've never been. I don't know if I like the beach or whatever.
Now, back to the Biden Power Sports Southern Outdoor Show on Z7.5. It's not just hunting, it's a way of life.
And welcome back to Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. Don't forget, download the Red Peach Radio app on your Android or iPhone and listen to us anywhere in the world. Or go to Z1075FM.com and watch us. We are up streaming right now. We got our technical difficulties fixed. And we're going to start announcing some of the winners. In the Pigs and Puppy Bay, the runs and results. The first place goes to Jake with Code Red Kennels. Second place goes to Stormy with Moore's Catahoulas. Third place, Dolly with Code Red Kennels. Fourth place was Amos with Jacob Turner. Fifth place, Sunkissed, Matt Lee. Sixth place was Radar with Triple R Kennels. Seventh place was Boom Boom with Circle B Kennels. Eighth place was KC, Moore's Kennels. Ninth place was Indigo with Bleed Blue Kennels. And 10th place was Rocky with Triple R Kennels. And that was the Pigs and Pups Puppy Bay.
You know, it was real successful. The guys that came on and sponsored those class sponsors, they really were pleased. You know, handing out those trophies, Kevin, he sure was really happy and pleased that he had took the time and the money to sponsor that class.
And we want to thank, again, Pigs and Pups and Coastal Tees for sponsoring that class. And then in your Havilon Knives Old and Young runs and results, first place was Iceman with Garrett Smith, Black Cat with Martin Cantrell. Second place was Boom Boom with Circle B Kennels. Kelly B with Triple R Kennels. Third place went to Molly with Clayton Smith. Clyde with June Cottrell. Fourth place was Radar with Triple R Kennels and Beth with Triple R Kennels. Fifth place was Star with Matt Lee. Smokey with Matt Lee. Sixth place went to Shadow with Moore's Catahoulas. Gypsy with Moore's Catahoulas. Seventh place was Moore with Justin Barden. Sam with Justin Barden. Eighth place was Blue Girl with K&R Kennels. Gus with K&R Kennels. Ninth place was Stormy with Stormy and Larry with Moore's Catahoulas. And 10th place was Iceman with Garrett Smith.
All right, and the full board production one dog results. First place, BB with John Harris. Second place, Molly with Tabor Catahoulas. 4E Gemma with Jason Edens. Sadie with Scott Wheeler. Fifth place,
German. With Arahula.
David Flemeister.
Okay.
Arahula Pound. Sixth place was Babe A with Joe Lamb. Seventh place was 4E Josie with Jason Edens. Eighth place was Dagger with Cobb Kurtz. Ninth place was Josie with Matt Lee. And 10th place was Li with Lou Jones. And Hammer with Chris Reaver. And y'all just have to bear with me because after talking for a week, I'm starting to lose my voice here.
And we've been hoping and praying every second it'll go ahead and go out.
Kelly? I'm gonna get you for it so weird. You all gotta understand, if y'all met Big K and y'all met me, we both got really big personalities, so we've been ragging each other for the whole week.
And if you've ever met me, you know to never hand me a piece of paper to read off of.
Well, I was
Anyways,
losing my voice, so
I read
trying
like a kindergartner. You know?
But anyway, next year y'all gonna see Kelly in a big Velcro vest, because y'all gotta understand, everybody at Oak Girls knows Kelly was the #1 person of losing everything. Glasses, keys, whatever.
Yeah,
So
not to
I'm
mention,
gonna get you a Velcro jacket, that way you can Velcro everything to you, or safety pin everything to you next year. Well, you maybe you won't lose it.
Yeah.
He don't even know where his glasses are right now.
that's on top of can't read, so I can't see it and I can't read it. So
Okay, the Garmin Youth Bay runs and results. The first place goes to Preacher with Hunter Castaneda. Second place is Wache with Jacob Jackson. Third place is Jazzy with Tiffany Shelton. Fourth place is Lucky with Caden Ingram. Fifth place is Lottie with Hallie Ann Tanner. Sixth place is Jezebel with Shane Walters. Seventh place is Peanut Butter with Christina Knock. Eighth place is Cletus with Madeline Turner. Ninth place is Little Mo with Gracie. Pronounce that again. Castaneda. And 10th place is Curly with Baylor Brown. Here, Bill, I'll let you do the honors on that one.
This is a Southern Outdoors Radio 2-dog runs and results. First place was Blue with Cobb Curs, Buzz with Cobb Curs. 4L Cooney with Jason Edens. Second place was Storm with Douglas Wheat, and Coco with Douglas Wheat. Third place was Cajun with More Catahoulas, and Trixie with Tabor Catahoulas. Fourth place was Gus with Jimmy Jones, and Ruby with Jimmy Jones. Fifth place was Moonshine with Chris Merworth, and Pipeline with Bobby Summers. Sixth place was Double D with Baby Boy Curs, and Joe with Baby Boy Curs. Seventh place was Brutus with Triple R Kennels, and Toby with Triple R Kennels. Eighth place was Bad Eye and Walker with Bay Tight Kennels. Ninth place was Big Black with Jacob Turner, and Bad Eye with Bay Tight Kennels. 10th place was Raider with Chad Culliper, and Zula with Baby Boy Curs.
Now, how many did we actually have in the 2-dog?
We had 157 in the 2-dog. No, I'm sorry, 304 in the 2-dog.
As I was going to say, it was a good
It was a world record.
Yeah, world record.
We'll be in the Guinness World Records here.
And we're going to let Brenda announce the Clinch Mountain Outfitters High Point.
We had 11 dogs compete in the High Point Bay on Sunday. We ended up having a bay off, and Bay with Mr. Joe Lamb ended up winning the High Point winner in the Clinch Mountain Outfitters High Point competition.
that was pretty cool. He won a big old 4x4 dog box from Clark Woodworks. It was really nice, and a dog box from Clinch Mountain.
Okay, Todd, you want to do the best of the best?
Sure.
Kelly Lee. Okay, they're picking on me because I can't talk.
For the 20th annual Uncle Earl's Tuskers Magazine Best of the Best winners, there was a split between 4E Gemma with Jason Edding and Legend with Garrett Smith.
Best of the best is there is have split the best of the best before back in '97. Dixie owned by Tommy Mills and Cutter owned by Amos Mann split the best of the best back then. And I think the reason they did this, their dogs had run so many times in the 2-dog and 1-dog, and they were very, very tired, and they were worried about pushing their dogs a little hard, and but there is precedent set, with them doing it before.
And these dogs could have bayed off, several more times and still never been a winner. Both the dogs were on fire. They were probably two of some of the hottest dogs are out there that weekend, and they basically did it for the dogs' benefit.
That's exactly right. And Legend won High Point last year, last year's High Point winner was Legend, and he was in there in the best of the best this year, and Gemma is sure enough an outstanding dog too.
Yeah, and like you said, they chose to go ahead and split it, due to safety of the dogs, and as tired as the dogs was getting everything. But both of them was, like you said, they was bringing it. Them dogs come to win.
And they were, and I thought they were going to come to blows over who was going to take that big trophy home.
Yeah, how about that?
It was really neat at the end, when we took the pictures of them. The two dogs were nose to nose, almost like kissing.
Yeah.
And it says something because, like we've said many times here on Southern Outdoors Radio, the time and the effort that goes into training these dogs, the time and the money that people put into training these dogs. Not only do the dogs learn this, and some of it is just bred into them, and they're working dogs, and it's what their passion is, what the dog's passion is. And people, there wasn't a dog on the hill that was bad. And we want to thank all the competitors that came out, and from everyone that was out there. We want to thank everybody, and we want to congratulate all the winners throughout all the classes, and tell them, we're proud of you, and we're looking forward to seeing y'all again next year.
That's right. No, there weren't any bad dogs there, but there were some really spoiled ones, and they were out there in that media hill. Those dogs were pretty spoiled.
He would be talking about my babies. My babies are spoiled, and we said this on Southern Outdoors before. My dogs are spoiled rotten. I do have curs, and I don't think they think they're curs. I think they think they're people.
I'm pretty sure they think they're people.
But anyway, that's the winners of the 2015 20th Annual Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trials. We also have the next year's dates have been set for the 21st Annual Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trials. But you've been listening to Bayou Power Sports Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. We're going to take you to break, and we'll be back after this.
When you want to know about hog dog,
Don't ever hand me anything to read. What is wrong with you?
I was losing my voice.
I can't see. I know. I can't.
I forgot you have your
I
glasses.
didn't have my glasses, and I can't really. I'm like, dang, I'm dyslexic. I can barely read this all
I wore
over.
my contacts out and I'm looking I lost my
When I'm
contacts.
losing my voice like that, it's like,
hog
You can break that up into segments
Yeah.
where you're not reading all that.
Yeah, because I got a little bored.
More and they change the channel. Go to something else.
673
Break that up into segments.
We're
One
through
through
now.
here, one through there. Maybe not go all 10.
but then somebody be like, you didn't help me.
We should have placed
They should
her.
have won. They should have
That's
won.
right. That's right.
Well, they just do the first, because first and fifth place pays more.
Yeah.
The Northeast Louisiana's premier power sports destination. Bayou Power Sports Monroe. Bayou Power Sports carries motorcycles, scooters, BWCs, ATVs, and side-by-sides.
Barry
from
just
Honda,
texted me. He
Yamaha,
said, we were proud to be a
Honda,
part of Uncle Earl's this year, and thank y'all for all y'all's hard work.
Scooters and ATVs.
Tuskers.
And Bayou Power Sports Service Department specializes in aftermarket parts and accessory installation, factory authorized service, and repair and maintenance on all makes and models for customers just like you. No need to go anywhere but Northeast Louisiana's premier power sports destination, Bayou Power Sports, 6100 Frontage Road, Monroe. Online at BayouPowersports.com. Now, back to the Bayou Power Sports Southern Outdoor Show on Z107.5. It's not just hunting, it's a way of life.
And welcome back. As we were saying when we went to break, we have actually set the dates for next year's 21st Annual Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trials. They'll be March the 16th through March the 20th. So turn up your radios. I'm going to repeat it one more time. And download the Red Peach Radio app and listen to us anywhere in the world. Next year's dates for the 21st Annual Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trials is March the 16th through March the 20th. It'll be the third weekend in March, not the last weekend in March. So we'll let Bill tell you how every year we schedule the dates.
The Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trials are set is by law for to be the fourth weekend of March, except when Easter bumps back into March, which next year it will be 2016. Easter will be the 27th. So then we do it the third weekend, and that's the only time we do it.
Well, it's easy to say that no matter what weekend it is, it'll always be the weekend before Easter.
That's correct.
So if Easter falls the last weekend of March, it'll be the third weekend.
And I've been so involved in Uncle Earl's that I haven't really stopped to think about how close Easter was.
Yeah, Good Friday's Friday.
Yeah, I'm like, it just blew my mind. I guess I didn't even think about it.
I hope I finally can make it home. I'm starting to feel like a bayou boy around here.
But you kind of just fit in, Big K. I mean, it's just, and I don't think we give Big K. I know we all pick on him, and me and him, we give each other a hard time. I know Bill just looks at us and shakes his head and just walks on, but Big K, you know, he's out there with his camera crew and he's out there filming, and you know, if y'all seen the Uncle Earl's hot dog commercial, he actually knew. He put that video together for everyone out there. You know, I did the voice, and he spent the time and weeks, and it takes editing and all that to get that together. And we want to say thank you so much for all that you do.
Well, you know, if it weren't for y'all, I wouldn't be able to do it. So, you know, it's just one of those things that, you know, without the support of the Full Bore people, you know, none of this would be possible, all the way down to the smallest person. You know, not that they're small, we don't treat them like they're small, but down to the smallest job that there is. You know, without that one person, this whole thing falls down.
And without this lady sitting over here across the table from me, she has put everything together from. Okay, Kelly.
I'm just saying, you're a little clumsy. You're starting to spill stuff, and you're dropping things on people.
And look, I'm not the most graceful person in the world, y'all. I tripped on a stump coming into the studio, so I mean, that's me. But Randa, you know, she has done endless time. So, you know, like I said, the armbands, the floats, the putting up with everybody asking her a million questions all the time. When is the Wi-Fi up? Is it up? Is it down? You know, we're always hammering this girl, but she has put in a lot of time and a lot of effort. Randa, we want to say thank you.
Thank you. I couldn't do it without y'all either. It takes a team effort to do everything, and y'all are the backbone, so.
And you're part of that.
I was about to say we.
We.
Okay, well, we're the backbone, but y'all are my backbone, so thanks.
And you know, it's kind of bittersweet that the 20th annual Uncle Earl's has come to end, because all four of us sitting right here, we have been working on this since this time last year. And you know, it has came and we went out there and we all worked together, and we jostle with each other, we bounce ideas off each other. And I'm not going to say, you know, y'all hear us on the radio, we don't always get along. I mean, we debate on each other. We're like, no, we don't like this, or yeah, we like this. But we work so well together that as a team that I think if you took one of us out of this, it's like a well-greased clock. We just work together. And Randa, she's amazing. So,
Well, thank you. I do it because I love it.
When did you start greasing clocks? What?
and see, Kelly's over here
is that a
being
special kind of oil or what?
just hush.
All right.
Just hush.
I'm just saying, I never heard of anybody greasing a clock.
Well, you know what? You know the point I was getting to. That we work well together.
Yeah, we mesh.
Yeah, we mesh.
Oh, yeah,
There we go. When we're lost for words. If y'all see this camaraderie we have here, picture this going on for a year.
Yeah, and run out and grease your clocks, because I know I need to get home and grease mine, because I've never greased them before.
But anyway, Mr. Ali's things over here. He don't even have his glasses.
I don't have my
How
glasses.
are you going to drive back to Georgia with no glasses?
I don't need to see. Hey, the bee knows its way home.
Everybody move out of the way and let him through. If you see a yellow truck coming, just get off the road because he's coming through. So, but anyway, we just want to thank everybody, and you know, even the ladies at Full Board. You know, without if one of them's out or anybody, it's just out of whack.
Yeah, they have been with me since we were doing our bands over in Texas. I met Mike and Libby in Ruston, Louisiana. We was putting a band over for at the ABDR, and we've been lifelong friends since then. And when I asked him to come over and help me with a band over there, he brought the whole family, and man, they just jumped right in and with both feet and never looked back. I mean, we've been doing it ever since like that. And when I come down here to Winfield to meet with the board the first time, I said, well, I have to talk. I need to think about this. So I drove right from there to West Monroe and asked them if they would help me if we did this. And man, they've been with me ever since. And let me tell you, those some great people right there.
Yeah, they are some great people, and you know, I always knew they were back there, but I never really got to really meet them. And this year, I got to meet them and hang out with them, and you couldn't ask for a nicer bunch of folks.
Oh no, they didn't. They had fun just like y'all two right there. You know?
They're the true definition of a family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I think of how a family interacts and how they work together and love each other and all, I think of those people there.
Absolutely.
They're awesome group of people. And I'm going to tell you, you know, if y'all are out there listening, all the ladies of Full Board and everything, I tell you, from me, Brandy, I appreciate everything y'all do. Thank you. So, it was a great time. And like I said, it's bittersweet because it's coming to an end and some of us will leave here today and not see each other for another year. So, it's going to be bittersweet.
It's like we were tearing the pin, we were taking everything down this week, and it was kind of sad, you know, almost. Now it looks like a ghost town out there.
I know, it looks completely different. Anyway, we've got so much. You know, there will be some changes set in place for the Uncle Earls next year. And you've been listening to Bayou Power Sports on Southern Outdoors. We're going to take you to your NELA Archery Talk, and we'll be back with more after this.
On the Southern Outdoors Show, it's time now for your archery talk.
You look like you're going to sleep away.
Archery Association 3D Archery.
I'm staying with y'all tonight. I don't know what y'all talking about. I ain't heading home tonight. I'm getting up in the
trying to
morning.
keep me awake.
We need to thank Alan for everything he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Man, there's so many people that fight me.
Yeah,
I hate to leave anybody out.
2015 schedule rules, classes,
Because he's just part of us too, you know,
contact numbers.
And Alan's hurting in it. I mean, that's not even at Southern Outdoors Camp. He just jumped in. He's amazing. And like I was telling Carolina, that's one of Todd's friends, and he's been friends with him forever, but I never really
Looks like a
knew
little
him.
Todd.
Yeah, that's what everybody
We
said.
get mistaken for, we used to get mistaken for brothers a lot when we went out.
Archery Association.
We was both singles.
This past weekend was the Baxter Bowhunters 3D Archery Tournament.
I feel like David Letterman.
97 shooters showed up to enjoy some good old 3D fun. This is how they stacked up.
Hey, Red. How you doing, Purdy? Yeah.
I'm watching our live.
They ain't a block it, because she's got clear view of that block up there.
Yeah, no, that's just a step down on the menu.
Cooper Mims with a 198 for second.
Gary said y'all are doing
And
great.
Caleb Tynes with a 198 for third.
From Tuskers.
Longbow, Mike Simmons with a 196 for first. Roger Breachley,
I'll flip mine
178
too.
for second.
Oh, hold on.
Dane Griffin with a 151.
Wait, we didn't get him a bow like we said we was going to do. He's supposed to have a hog bow.
168 for first. Aaron Taylor.
My eyes.
Oh, you're going to have one next year. We just forgot it.
I'm gonna get y'all some hobnails.
I ain't kidding no
Charlene take care of you.
How does she actually even do?
She probably done good.
And Gavin Shepard with a 194 for third.
Those kids were buying her out.
Women's youth, Destiny Bennett with a 149
Hey,
for
and
first.
she made out.
Annie
You
Bennett
know, I don't know how much that
with a 146 for
statue
second.
was, but her
Women's
cut on it
class,
was
Kim
$200.
Warner with a 206 for first.
She, you know, when I went over there, she was like, "What's that for?" I was like, "That's right."
And Mandy Wright
For
with
the
a
bronze
188,
statue.
bringing in third.
She said, what?
Women's Open, Nikki Hall with a 218 for first. Heather Bennett with a 172 for second. And Darby Rowland with a 126, bringing up
We
third.
need to thank security too.
Novice
What'd she
class,
say?
She said we was
Lewis
supposed to
Smith,
get him a hot
194
bow.
for first. Mitchell Miles.
He gonna have a bow
186 for
next
second.
year.
Eric
He's
Evans,
gonna have one.
186 for third.
That's it. We get you a hog bow and put you some like little things hanging off of it. That way you can clip your glasses to it. You walk around all this goatee.
I didn't lose them keys.
Yeah,
to
you
the side by
lost
side.
everything.
Side by side.
What because I wasn't even there.
My keys are probably in my truck. No, they're in my pocket now, but it's only
Oh,
because
see, that is something thing. You don't know where nothing is.
No, I know where my keys are. There's always a key in the tank.
90 for third. Open class, Lincoln Hall with a 210 for first.
We got a training collar here. Ain't gonna lose us there. We gonna have a couple minutes.
Tommy Mims.
No, I'm sorry.
Bringing in
Huh?
third.
I know it. I can't believe I said that.
Yeah, definitely.
For first.
Everybody out there, don't be marking on me.
Mitch Worthy, 203 for second. And Casey Harrell with a 200.
Because everybody can hear you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you like a cameraman. You over here. Hey, everybody, want to kill his kids?
With a 195 for
That is
second.
wrong.
And Ronnie Swayze with a 188 for third.
I'm that tired.
Pro money
I know.
class.
I was
I'm
thinking
that tired.
yesterday.
202 for
It won't be a
first.
year before we see each other. We're doing something.
No, we're gonna do something in July.
Yeah.
This weekend,
Yeah.
Something in July.
We usually have a big pork cook.
That or we'll go hunt. You don't hunt. You gonna come hunt with us?
And
You
Saturday
hunt what?
Never been hog
So
hunting.
y'all come on out and
Ever.
have a 3D
I'll go
fun.
hog hunting.
December.
December.
Y'all come over. Y'all come
Back to the
over.
After
Sports
the Matthew
Southern
show.
Outdoor Show
After that, yeah.
on Z107.5. It's not just hunting, it's a way of life.
And welcome back to Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. Now, we were talking about some of the changes that's going to be made to next year. We're not going to go in a whole lot of detail, but everybody turn your radios up. Get your ears on. Hopefully you didn't lose the keys to something so you actually have a radio, you know. Or if you got your phone, all you have to do is type in Red Peach Radio and click on Z107 or go to your computer and go to Z1075FM.com. But there will be some changes to Uncle Earl's next year, so y'all listen. There, to all the vendors out there, there will be a vendor row and you will have an assigned spot. So go ahead and get ready.
That's just to make it fair for everybody. You know, some vendors are stuck up on the hill, some people are inside the gate, and some are in the real hot spots. We're just trying to make it an equal playing field for everybody.
And also, anyone selling dogs or puppy, and I mean anyone selling dogs or puppy, will be considered a vendor. So you will have to fill out a vendor form, and you will have to pay the fee if you're selling a dog or puppy. I know a lot of people's got them at their camps or whatever, but you will be considered a vendor. And don't forget, you know, we had sponsorships available this year. We will have more sponsorships available next year. So stay tuned to the fullboardproductions.org or the Southern Outdoors Radio Show, and I'll update you on this information as it comes in throughout the year. And then I'll start about January and do the whole recap of everything we got going on. So there's no reason for somebody to get to the 21st annual Uncle Earl's and say, I did not know. You will know. And also, I had this, camper spots, you have to pay for your camper spot. I know Brenda and I and different people went around picking up money, and it was like they didn't know it was on the website. You have to pay for your camper spots, because if you don't pay for your camper spots, we can't pay for the electricity. So you will be charged for your camper spots again next year, so y'all remember that.
Absolutely. I mean, it's one of those things, you know, we have to address. You know, we've got people that selling dogs. It's not that it's not fair to the other vendors that actually pay a fee for you to be selling things and not being part of it as a vendor.
Right, because there was just a lot of guys that had, I'd say 10, 20 grown dogs and 2 or 3 different litters of puppies just out there selling puppies. And the way I kind of see it, it's taking money away from the vendors that, and they were kind of complaining about, so it's just something that we have to do. This has grown way beyond what we even imagined this past year, and we're just trying to make everything fair for everybody.
You've been listening to Bayou Power Sports on Southern Outdoors. We're going to take you to your B&L Marine Outdoor Calendar. We'll be back with more. Oh, and hey, your Southern Outdoors Bible verse, then your B&L Marine Outdoor Calendar. We'll be back with more after this. No, go ahead. No, go to the Bible verse and then to the calendar. Yeah. I'm with you.
The Bible verse of the week on the Southern Outdoors Show, brought to you by
I
Tunes
want
Originals.
to know that we're doing
On
it
your
because it's
Southern
getting so
Outdoors Bible
big.
verse for this week, we go to Philippians
We're gonna have some
chapter
growing
4,
pains.
verse
That's all there is
12
to it.
and
There's gonna be
13.
some people that not.
I know
You
what
guys
it
have been doing it
is
for
to be
years
in
down
need,
there.
and I know what
But,
it is to have
You
plenty.
know,
I have
they are
learned the
vendors.
secret
I
of
mean,
being
if they go to
content
First Monday,
in
you
any
can't.
and every
Go to
situation,
Dog Alley, they're going to have to
whether
pay a
well
vendor,
fed
and it's the
or
same
whether
here,
hungry,
I hate to be that
whether
way,
living
but
in
it's-
plenty or living in want. I can do everything through Him who gives me
What is
strength.
candy?
And this has been Philippians
First Monday's
chapter
trade day,
4,
it's huge.
verse 12
I've never been. I
and
always wanted to
13.
go.
You never been.
God bless.
How did it
I want to go
Comes to Power Sports.
over there to that
Northeast
place that you told me to go
Louisiana's
to.
premier Power Sports
I think that's the
destination.
Kilgore.
Bayou Power Sports.
Yeah, when he goes to Kilgore, I'm just gonna make y'all right there together.
He's
gonna go over there and touch the
Don't leave me out, man.
We're gonna see you.
as well as Honda generators
Okay.
and Eaton scooters and ATVs.
Yeah, we're going to the beach
Bayou
July.
Power Sports Service
We're
Department
just renting a house down there,
specializes in
like, 'cause my house isn't big enough for everybody.
What is your name? What is
What's my name?
What is the name of the town you live in?
Brunswick, Georgia.
Smart ass.
Or
I
St.
know
Simon's Island or Jekyll Island.
Premier Power Sports destination. Bayou Power Sports, 6100
Jekyll
Frontage Road, Monroe.
Jekyll
Online at BayouPowersports.com.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can't spell or
Can't spell
speak.
or read. Yeah, I can't do a lot of stuff, but I'm real good at the stuff I can do. So.
That's why you're so good at camera, because you can zoom in and see where you're going.
I'm a visual person,
Ready to hit the
not
water?
literal.
B&L
Literal
Marine is the new
bypassed
Crestliner boat
me
dealer in
long
town.
time ago.
Come check out all the new Crestliners and express
Laugh
boats
if you
at
want to, I'm just
B&L.
saying.
B&L
You give me a hard time.
services
You laugh at me
Mercury,
all the time.
Yamaha,
I got big shit. Look at that. Big old shoulders. You stack it up.
Also
I
check
know.
out their new
I know that they
updated
pretty
accessory
grouchy.
department.
You need some
B&L
Midol
I need a
or
Snickers.
or something. You need something. You're like, ow.
B&L Marine. Check them out on Facebook or stop by 110 Old
Well, there
Pasture
was.
Road.
I'm not
Monroe.
getting into that.
Because
I realized that we're
brought to you by
on
B&L
air.
Marine, where you can get all of your boat
Live
needs.
stream.
Red said she wants to go to the beach
You'll need to
too.
look through your
Red can come to the beach. She can come to the beach with me. She can ride with me right now. I won't stop off in Alabama.
Richard's Archery Shoot at One Star
I
Parish
like Red.
Rifle
She
Range.
is cool.
And April 25th, the
She
ASA
is that
McKenzie Southwest Shootout in Paris, Texas.
That is funny. That's
I don't think the beach can handle all of us together.
Oh,
The
yeah.
fourth
Oh,
annual
yeah.
Big Bass Open
We're being so
On
much
Lake
trouble.
Dark
We're having
Lake.
fun though.
and the Fishers of Men Tournament Trail. One Star
Go ahead. I'm scheduling vacation.
Yeah, the fourth. Y'all come down. Like really, it's pretty cool. What we do is we always like bring out like a pop-up tent, and we bring coolers and camp and just
yahoo.com.
we get a bunch of fried chicken and all that.
Now,
Fried
back to the
chicken.
Bike
We have
Power
fried
Sports
chicken on the
Southern
beach.
Fried chicken and watermelon.
It's a way of life.
That's how we do it down south.
And welcome back to Bayou Power Sports Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. We always talking about taking our full bore vacation in July, so we couldn't have having a good time. But you know, we did announce some of these changes that's going to take place, so we just want to go ahead and tell y'all that. So be looking for it on the full bore production page and Southern Outdoors. We also want to thank some of our sponsors, and one person or one vendor that we want to thank in particular that outdid himself, and he has the nicest staff, so hospitable, so sweet, so nice. Everybody was great to us, was great to the whole full bore production team, was great to everyone out there, and they kept us fed with some of the best food you can possibly imagine, and that's Wild Thing Custom Meats. We want to thank Mr. Gene and his crew. You know, if like there was many times I went on air and I didn't have time to wait on the food, they would run it to me or bring us coffee or whatever they did. I mean, they just really opened up their restaurant to us and just, you know, took care of us. And we want to say from the bottom of our hearts, y'all just don't know how much we appreciate everything y'all did for us.
Absolutely, man. I mean, they were fantastic. They stayed open until we got through. I mean, they took care of our pen help back there, because the guys in the back worked their tails off, you know, and they took care of them back there, you know, and that means a lot to them guys.
Yeah, and I remember there was a night that I was standing there. I literally, it was the best night you were out there. And when I was sitting there watching, I fell asleep standing up. And I can say that's the first time I believe I've ever fell asleep standing up. And somehow I made my way over there. And Mr. Gene got him some coffee. But I want to say thank you for all you've done.
I do not remember you out there at the night portion of that. I might have caught you at camp during the night. You might have been on Media Hill during the night, but you weren't at the bay at the night.
At Best of the Best, I drove.
That's on Sunday. That was last night.
And we watched the two
Not
dog,
before.
the two dog bag with John Henderson.
No.
Was I not there?
No.
Yeah, 'cause we went up
Not
there
at
and
3
watched
o'clock
it.
in the
Yeah.
morning. Not at 3 o'clock in
Yeah,
the morning.
I was there.
she was.
I was there. Haha. See, you don't even know. We also want to
I'd check
thank
cameras and check
Monica
that out.
Turner for donating the plaque to the two dog. That was Head Turner Art Studio. We want to thank them.
Very, very talented. Very, very talented.
Very talented. And I tell you, go to the Southern Outdoors radio page and watch the video of the little girls at the Cajun camp singing. That was absolutely amazing. I think everybody, you know, we went and watched the band for a little while, and we got up there with the little girls singing gospel, and that just like wrapped everybody up right there. And the Cajun camp, we want to thank them for all they did. And, you know, they fed us like every night, and also the winners of the Campfire Cook-Off.
Yeah, they swept it this year. You know, it was awesome. I mean, but some of the food was phenomenal. You know, that gator with the little pig in its mouth when they grilled it.
That was absolutely wonderful.
That was cool. That was awesome. The crawfish was a little bit too hot for me.
It's a little hot for that Georgia boy, but I love it.
No, I'm just saying I like hot stuff, but that was a whole nother level of hot. You know, that was like habanero hot or something, or you know, red ghost chili or something. I don't know. It was screaming hot. I know that.
Well, I wasn't privy to any of the crawfish myself, see, so I didn't get to try them.
Oh, I'm sorry, Todd. Did you not get to be a judge? Well, I had to fill in for the Sheriff Cranford. You know, somebody had to step right on up and step in, and I just happened to be lucky enough to do it.
I didn't even get none that was sent to my camp. I didn't get
I
these
told him there was some in there, but no, he didn't want to go back and get some, or he didn't want to eat my plate. So you know what? That's on his own there. But we also want to thank our class sponsors. We want to thank Garmin, Havilon, Full Bore Productions, Southern Outdoors and C107, Tuskers Magazine, Pigs and Pup, and Clinch Mountain Outfitters. We want to thank them. And also, Southern Outdoors would like to thank, we want to thank Clark Woodworks. Barry Clark, you know, he came in from Georgia, and it was so funny. I got to quickly tell you about this conversation. When he wanted to come in as a new vendor, he said he wanted a tent. And I said, okay, well, I'm thinking about a vendor tent. He said, well, I want my tent that's far away from the dogs. And I'm thinking, what are you talking about? You know, I know you want to be on Vendor Road. He said, no, the tent I'm sleeping in. And I'm like, you wanted what? And he said, I wanted it as far away from the dogs. Well, I usually don't laugh at people, but I couldn't help it. I had to bust out laughing. I said, you don't understand. You've never been to Uncle Earl's. It don't matter where you go. You're going to be close to the dog. I said, you better bring your earplugs. Well, he thought I was playing with him. Well, when he got there, he realized I wasn't. But I think Mr. Bill and the people at Coastal Teas got him a hotel room, you know. But he did a really good job there, and he had a good time. And he actually, Southern Outdoors Radio, we actually got one of his dog houses. It's a well-made dog house, it's a shingle roof, and it's meant to last forever. And he also donated the dog box to the High Point class. So check him out at clarkswoodworks.com.
Yeah, Barry's a old-time friend of mine. He's a real cool guy, and he'd never been to Uncle Earl's. This is his first year, and he was just amazed with all the things that are going on. And you know, he realized now that this is where he needed to be for the business that he's in.
Yeah, and I get ticked on him because he says he's swimming with the sharks instead of piranhas now. That's his saying. But anyway, we want to thank him, and we also want to thank Bayou Born. Bayou Born, and also it's Toodles Originals out here in Ruston, but Bayou Born is the official Southern Outdoor apparel dealer. If you're interested in purchasing a Southern Outdoor shirt, or if you're looking for someone to make your company's apparel shirts, please call them at 318-202-3805, or, you know, just check them out over there off the Farmville Highway. But you've been listening to Bayou Power Sports, Southern Outdoors. We're going to take you to your Riverside Coney Island recipe of the week, and we'll be back with more after this.
On the Southern Outdoors Show, it's time for the recipe of the week. Brought to you by Riverside Coney Island. The crawfish are back at Riverside Coney Island in Monroe. Riverside Coney Island is open daily from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and also has soft-shell crab, crab legs, jumbo shrimp, grilled oysters, and daily lunch specials.
It's my favorite part of the show.
The Blues Man. Wednesday, listen to Zach O'Neill. Thursday night, come hear Smackwater. Friday night, it's Hands On. And Saturday night, Tommy Jackson. Sunday, karaoke with Frankie B. And Monday, it's David
Red, what you think we should eat?
Riverside Coney Island in Monroe.
So you should have came.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
On
you?
your Southern Outdoors recipe.
She be like texting. I'll be there in 45 minutes.
Smallmouth.
Come on then.
You're going to need 4 bass fillets.
She's working, isn't she?
1/4 cup of butter melted. 1 tablespoon of lemon pepper. A half a teaspoon.
Y'all want Italian, or y'all want Applebee's, or y'all
optional.
Wow, they
1
got
onion
Robbins here.
sliced. 2 teaspoons of Worcester sour sauce. And 2 lemons. Preheat your oven to 450 degrees. Dip the fillets into the melted butter and place in a
Here, I want
bowl
something
pan.
good.
Sprinkle with lemon pepper
We got
and
Logan.
Can you say beer on live?
Place the onion rings on
Yeah,
top.
I mean, we did beer
Drizzle
commercials.
the Worcester sour
Do we?
sauce
Oh.
and bake for 8 minutes.
Well, I'd like to thank
Turn the broiler up to about
the Moonshine
500
Stealer
degrees
and
to brown
from
the fish.
Alma, Georgia.
Then squeeze the lemon on
I ain't gonna say his name, but
This
hey,
serves 2 to 4 people.
I'm sure he made a lot of people's heads sore at Uncle Earl's this year.
Southern Outdoors recipe.
Is that yours?
That stuff Matt Lee had the other night,
I stay away
To
from
the
them.
Bayou Power Sports Southern Outdoors Show on Z107.5. It's not just fun, it's a way of life.
And welcome back to Bayou Power Sports Southern Outdoors. We want to thank our Southern Outdoors sponsors. We want to thank Bayou Power Sports. It's Northeast Louisiana's premier dealer located in Monroe. It carries motorcycles, scooters, PWCs, ATVs, side-by-sides from Honda, Yamaha, Polaris, and Sea-Doo, as well as a full service department, the official side-by-side of the Southern Outdoors. And talking about the official side-by-side, everybody's seen our Polaris Ranger out there at Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trials. And we got the back glass done courtesy of Rapid Signs. It absolutely looks amazing, and everybody was talking about it. So you know, hey, if you need your new ride, go over there to Bayou Power Sports in Monroe. We also want to thank Nomi's Pawn and Gun. They have everything from diamonds to double barrels. B&L Marine, if you're looking for a new boat to get you out there on the water, go over there and see them at B&L Marine. We also want to thank Northeast Louisiana Archers Association. Riverside, Coney Island, the best crawfish around, hands down. We want to thank Riverside, Coney Island, and also Tuskers Magazine. Okay, now with the 20th annual Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trials, a special thanks goes out to all these fine sponsors. We want to thank Garmin, Tuskers Magazine, Clinch Mountain Outfitters, Coastal Tees Pigs and Pups, Havilon Nice, Southern Outdoors and C107, Full Board Productions, Big K Productions, Triple R Kittles. We also want to thank everybody that donated to the Scholarship Fund, Economy Inn, Town and Country Feed Store, Bank of Winfield, the Winfield Lodge, Embers Restaurant, Pharmacy Service, P-Patch Gallery, and Wind Fuel. We also want to thank Broughton Island Boars, So Southern, and Linda and Nick Bell. We also want to thank Moffat Catahoulas, donated Bibles to the youth base, so that was absolutely an amazing thing. And we also had the Arena Church Sunday, which was a good service.
That was a good service. They call it the whip service. Is that?
It's a Benji Rain with the Gospel Whip Service. He does a great job with it.
And the Turner kids, they got up and sang hymns and all that. That was pretty cool. I think on the Tuskers Magazine Facebook page they have that, so you can go check all that out.
It's actually on Southern Outdoors. I think I might have shared it from Tuskers on Southern Outdoors, and I think it's actually on yours, Kelly, as well. I think everybody's got it.
It could be. You know, I've shared
not from the when they sang at church on Sunday.
Oh yeah, I missed that one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they sang a couple of 2 or 3 times, so I think everybody's got different videos of them singing. They did a really, really good job.
Just, you know, that's another good little family that's just, they're family oriented and they love each other, and it shows. You know, there's so much of that. You know, Uncle Earl's is more than just hog dogs and hog people. It is about family, and that's kind of how I feel about our whole group. You know, we're all brothers and sisters. We're all hog brothers and sisters. We don't always get along, and we don't always agree on everything, but in the end, you know, we all love each other, and we all stick together.
Even though we're always giving each other a hard time.
We don't do that.
Kelly, stop. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I just get chat in the ribs. But anyway, we want to thank everybody out there, and we want to thank all the vendors. Now, I talk fast, but there is way, way, way too many vendors. So we're going to say thanks to all the vendors at Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trials. There is a bunch of them.
And Tyler Hartley for doing the Calcuttas and some of the announces, and Miss Sherry Bando for doing some of the announcing, and
Eddie Scroggs.
Eddie, yep.
Oh, we also want to thank everybody. If y'all were at the presentation Saturday, you know, we had the all the presentations Saturday. We want to thank everybody that was a part of that. We also want to thank Mr. Claude O'Brien for actually getting the first Uncle Earl's ever started. I mean, if it wasn't for him, actually none of this would be here. Nobody would be here today.
We'd like to thank Broughton Island Boars for donating the trophy hog hunt that we gave away as a raffle. John and Stacy Sisney for showing up to join for doing the campfire cook-off. They also donated a Canon cooler. And then all the other people.
And we also want to thank them, thank His and Hers Outdoors, John and Stacy, for being on the Southern Outdoors show last Thursday night with us.
That's right. I forgot. I was actually on there. But you know, there's so much. There's just I'm really in an overload state because of everything that's been going on this
week. I think we all are. Oh, we want to thank the security. All the security that was there. You know, we want to thank all the security officers that made everything, you know, go smoothly.
Can we let Todd talk a little bit?
Maybe.
All right.
I just thought about
You'll never be able to remember everybody that you need to thank. You know, unless you write it down in a notebook all the time. There's so many people that was involved in one way or the other that you can't thank everybody. You just have to just say a big thanks to everybody that stepped up and did anything.
Yeah, and I mean, we could have a whole show on just thank yous, literally. But the city of Winfield, the Wynn Parish Sheriff's Office, the mayor, Mr. Crybaby, we want to thank all of them as well.
Yeah, but the mayor, you know, this is the first time I met him, and he was, you know, BR was before him, and he's just like BR. He just stepped right in, whatever we needed. He said, call me. He said, he got it done, you know, and that's outstanding, you know, to have the city like that, behind you like that, on an event like this.
You know, and it's been a great show. I want to thank Kelly and Mr. Bill Huff and Randa Connor for all coming on the show, doing the recap of the 20th annual Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trials. I still want to thank everybody in the Full Board production team. If you have any suggestions or if there's anything you would like to hear on our show, you can email us at southernoutdoorsradio@yahoo.com or check us out on Southern Outdoors Radio Facebook page. Send us a message, however you want to do it. Also, don't forget to go to the fullboreproductions.org page. Keep up with all the new results. And we would like to thank all of our listeners and all of our fans. We want to thank the listeners and the fans. We had some from West Virginia. We had some from Kansas, California, and England. All came to the 20th annual Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trials. We would like to thank everyone. So check out our Facebook page for more crazy hunts to come, because I could tell you Southern Outdoors and Full Bore teaming up, this is going to be crazy, especially with Big K Productions behind the camera. You never know what we're going to get into. So we want to thank y'all all again. I'm Brandy Watson. That's Todd Causey. It's not just hunting.
It's a way of life.
Listen every Tuesday at 6 p.m. for the
The UK?
Southern Outdoors Show.
Take a picture of that.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I was watching it.
Facebook and Southern Outdoors Radio.
I told y'all.
Episodes on demand on Z107.5 FM.
We worldwide.
I told you we were worldwide.
Southern Outdoors Show on Z107.
Boats and hoes. Worldwide entertainment.
Great show for the UK. Isn't that cool? I gotta figure out some way to get their number off of it.
Red, you coming to eat or what, baby?
Get over there.
Just saying, we rolling right now.
I don't want their number. I want to take a picture and put it on the website, but I don't want their number. Right there. But it don't say where they're from.
Go into a photo edit, download a photo editing app and
Okay.
mark.
Go back to the other
with their phone number.
Yeah, there you go. You can do that.
Pull it back at
Text it to me,
I
I'll
don't
do
know
it.
how you would think they got it, but it's not.
Could be.
I don't want their phone number. I want them to take a picture of
Hey,
it.
calm down, we're still on air over here. We can click this off.
That's good enough. I'll get that like that.
You want to dig it out of his butt again?
Yeah.
We didn't have no butt digging this time. I was a little disappointed in being in here at the radio station. I'll show you Boss Man. That's pretty awesome. You want to cut that off? Or just, never mind. Don't worry about it. Just let it roll.
Bye, y'all.
Lady A, it's Compass